That's right. They did call a timeout, but they did not have any remaining. So that's a technical foul.
Oh, he was just trying to survive.
There ain't nothing you can do about this. That's just greatness. That's greatness.
And then you see Giannis right there. Oh boy, does not look good. You can see him limping.
Murray! Oh, it drops! Murray! Now watch Huff. Huff has it. He's dropping. He sees it. But Georgia just can't get there.
Green! Grants! Yes! That's Hornets basketball!
He has yet to hit a shot, and he was frustrated with himself. That didn't surprise me about him.
We are now halfway through the NBA season. Hard to believe, I know. A lot has happened over the last 3 months, and I'm gonna cover all of it in about 10 minutes. Today's video is sponsored by Arena Club. If you grew up collecting sports cards like me, searching for that one player, that one season, that one card you always wanted, Arena Club brings that feeling back in the best way possible. On Arena Club, you can open digital packs that contain real graded cards. From the NBA to the NFL, Pokemon, and more. Packs start at $25, with each tier of slab pack showing exactly what you can hit and the pull rates before you buy. Purchase your slab pack, one click to rip, instant reveal. No boxes to hunt down, no grading wait times. Love the card you pulled? Flex it in your digital showroom for others to see. You can also put it up for auction or have the physical card shipped directly to you. The choice is yours. In fact, we're gonna rip a pack right now. I've got a silver basketball pack lined up. Here's a sneak peek at some of the potential grails I can hit. Fingers crossed, I got my eye on that Kevin Durant kaboom. Here we go. Nets, Paul Pierce, Panini Prism. Hey, look at that. It's a Gem Mint 10. But check this out, Arena Club instantly offers you cash for the card based on fair market value. So if it's a card you love, keep it. And if it's not the player you wanted, you can instantly take the offer and roll it into another pack. Take a wild guess at what I'm gonna do. Join me on Arena Club, where you can get 20% off your first slab pack or card purchase by going to arenaclub.com/Jimmy and using code JxMY. That's arenaclub.com/Jimmy, code JxMY. With half the NBA season in the books, would it be too early for me to jump to some wildly bold conclusions on the season yet again? Absolutely. Is that gonna stop me from making some wildly bold conclusions on the season yet again? No, of course not. So here is everything that happened in the first half of the 2025-26 NBA season in about 10 minutes. With Nikola Jokic sidelined with an injury for the last month, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is quickly closing the door on this year's MVP race. The only player with a legitimate fighting chance to disrupt what feels inevitable is Luka Doncic, who at this point might retire as the only player with 10 MVP caliber seasons, but no MVP to show for it. But if Shai can pull it off, he'll become just the 5th guard in NBA history to win back-to-back MVPs. And with OKC as the clear title favorites at the moment, Shai is positioned yet again to have another historic season in spite of 90% of NBA fans rooting against him. In other news, after hearing rumors of a Giannis trade for the last half-decade, this saga might finally come to an end in Milwaukee. According to a Shams report, the Bucks are now open to offers for Giannis. And after managing to build one of the most poorly constructed rosters in the league around one of the greatest players of this generation, it appears that the bleak reality for the Bucks has finally set in. Giannis hasn't exactly hidden his frustrations either, looking increasingly unhinged on the court as the season's gone on. I may be wrong, but when a player boos their own crowd, it's probably time to move on. But if this truly was his last game in a Bucks uniform, the next chapter can change a lot wherever he lands. A Giannis cat swap instantly makes the Knicks the favorites in the East. Sending the second best player in the world to the Warriors would be completely unprecedented. And to anyone throwing the Blazers into this mix, I do appreciate the optimism, but now's not the time for jokes. Looking at some of the action around the league, the other night I thought my eyes were playing tricks on me when I saw a 41-year-old demanding the ball during a timeout. A moment that felt equal parts impressive and deeply concerning. But LeBron isn't wrong. Throughout January, he's averaging 24, 7, and 7 on 60% true shooting, numbers that will make him the first senior citizen in NBA history to be named an All-Star. But it is the other team in LA that has completely shocked the NBA over the last 6 weeks. Led by an inexplicably prime Kawhi Leonard, the Clippers have gone 16-3 over their last 19 games. The best team in the league in the month of January. I know, right? It's crazy. This whole time, I thought it was James Harden who was gonna save us from the team of doom and their looming draft pick. But instead, they've relied on the most unreliable superstar in NBA history. A turnaround even their own fans couldn't see coming. In fact, one Clippers blogger was so confident that his team was dead in the water that he tweeted this on December 20th, the exact night the Clippers began their run. Why did he choose this extremely specific condition? I'm not sure. What were the odds the Clippers were gonna actually pull this off? Apparently higher than he expected. Did he actually follow through with his promise?
Here's the rest of it.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
He sure did. In other news, this year's rookie class has separated into two different stories, and both start at Duke. Con Knipple has been a revelation for the Hornets this season. At the moment, he is on pace to absolutely shatter the rookie three-point record, a mark that currently stands at 206 from Keegan Murray back in 2023. Con is on pace to make 272 threes this season. And it's not just the volume. Knipple is currently shooting 43% from downtown, the most accurate volume shooting rookie in NBA history. But this may still not earn him Rookie of the Year, as Cooper Flagg is proving the generational tags to be completely warranted. His most recent piece of evidence, a 49-point bomb against Knipple and the Hornets, the most points in a single game by a teenager in league history. A game that gave Dallas fans a moment of solace as they approach the one-year anniversary of the day that shall not be mentioned, and a performance that makes an already close Rookie of the Year race even closer. Meanwhile, in Denver, the Nuggets had to weather the storm without Jokic for an entire month, and still managed to go 10-6 in his absence, which has been enough to make some fans wonder if we are overestimating Jokic's value. If his team can stay in the hunt without him, how valuable is he really? To which I say, stop it. Get some help. The Nuggets have a good team, a playoff team. Nikola Jokic makes them a championship team. But it's in the East where the Pistons have proven their early season success was not just a fluke, as they have risen to the #1 spot in the power rankings. The first Eastern Conference team to top the power rankings since December of 2024. In fact, here is every team in the NBA and the difference in their expected win percentage coming into the season versus their current win percentage. Essentially, which teams have overperformed expectations so far and which teams have underperformed expectations. Looking at some of these results, oddsmakers made the fatal mistake of overestimating the Kings. They were projected to be one of the worst teams in the league, but instead, they are the worst team in the league. My Blazers have overperformed by 5% so far this season. That's right. Read it and weep, buddy. And even with these numbers accounting for the absence of Tyrese Halliburton, the Pacers have completely unraveled this season, underperforming expectations more than any other team. On the other end of the spectrum, you have the Celtics, who have managed to stay competitive in what most people thought would be kind of a rebuild season on the back of Jaylen Brown, who has proven himself to be a true MVP candidate. The Pistons continue to improve, outperforming expectations by 17%. But quietly having the most surprising year are the Phoenix Suns, a team with one of the highest turnovers since last season and was projected to be a complete non-factor, playing like a playoff team. If you bet me that Dylan Brooks would be averaging 21 a game this season, I would be eating my words like that one Clippers fan right now. Now, looking forward, we have the All-Star Game coming up, and this year we will see a new format to the All-Star Game once again. And despite their best efforts, this variation also looks like dog water, with international players having a larger presence now than ever before, and the NBA willing to try every format under the sun to get players to give a damn about this game. What better time to roll out what we've all been asking for? USA versus the world. It's perfect. Shea versus Steph, Ant versus Luka, Jokic and Giannis versus... well, you get the point. But instead of this masterpiece, the league decided on a format that includes 4 12-minute games featuring 1 world team and 2 USA teams, splitting the US talent in half. So instead of a battle between the US versus the world, we will get 4 really short games of pickup basketball between 3 fractured teams with probably some Kevin Hart skit jammed in between them. Nice. Now, here are the official power rankings through week 15, and the change in the rankings from our previous video back in week 4. And a lot has changed in the past 11 weeks. Because the Thunder failed to be the greatest regular season team of all time, they got demoted to second in the power rankings. The Rockets, Spurs, Nuggets, Suns, and Timberwolves all look like they'll continue to be tough out west. The Celtics have skyrocketed all the way up to number 8, with Jaylen Brown leading the charge in the absence of Tatum. The Hornets quite possibly have their best roster of this century, which is good for the 21st spot in the league. On the other end, the Lakers continue to slide, down 6 spots since our last ranking. The Magic have also lost their footing since November, falling 6 spots. And the Bucks are absolutely plummeting into the abyss. A small preview of what's to come once Giannis gets the hell out of there. And the Wizards are still the Wizards. And finally, for our midseason awards, First Team All-NBA includes Luka, Shea, Cade Cunningham, Jaylen Brown, and Victor Wembanyama. Second team is Maxey, Mitchell, Kawhi, Ant, and Brunson. And third team is Harden, Murray, Curry, Jalen Johnson, and Kevin Durant. Now more than ever, the 65-game minimum rule is really affecting these end-of-season awards. Giannis has already missed too many games to qualify, and Jokic will more than likely miss out on these awards too, since he can only miss one more game moving forward. Austin Reeves and Joel Embiid have also missed too many games. Even Wemby and Kawhi are one small injury away from missing the cut. So fingers crossed, but more than likely these teams will continue to change as the season goes along. Now, our mid-season MVP is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, once again having historical impact on a nightly basis and being available at a time where availability is as valuable as ever. Our Rookie of the Year is Cooper Flagg, coming off of one of the best rookie performances the league has ever seen. Our scoring champ is still Luka Doncic, averaging 34 a night. Our Defensive Player of the Year is Victor Wembanyama, and the race for the most improved player is still neck and neck, but I'm gonna give the edge to Deni Avdija, who went from a part-time starter to a legitimate all-star since last season. And finally, the best team in the league and our mid-season champions are the OKC Thunder, who have cooled off significantly since their historic start, but still remain the most dominant team in the league and favorites to win the title this season. And that was everything that happened in the first half of the NBA season in about 10 minutes. Hope you all enjoyed, and as always, until next time.